Alright, man. Shout out JAMARI, bro. What's good? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? The Jada Pinkett Smith situation gets much worse. Okay. Last thing I've seen, right, was when they caught Tupac's killer and they reported that and that went viral everywhere. She came out, and I could be wrong, correct me. She came out on her IG, I think, or Twitter, and posted. Yes, it was IG. She posted a picture of her and Tupac, and the caption, if I remember, was pretty much like, "Finally, justice has been served. You can sleep. You can rest in peace." Something along those lines, right? And then a few days go by, and I guess there's tweets or videos or something of her saying, not videos, text, tweets, whatever have you, pretty much saying that Tupac was her soulmate, this, and the third. And it ain't the first time she said it, okay? And then obviously Will Smith dealing with this or whatever. Also, I guess they had divorced back in 2016 or 18. I don't know, bro. I just feel bad for Will Smith.
So just last week, we were talking about how Jada Pinkett Smith has her husband Will Smith down bad via her new book and autobiography, Worthy, that is
Her book? I didn't know about this.
set to come out very soon, where she professed her forever love for Tupac and posted a video of them dancing around to one of Will's biggest hits, proclaiming that their three souls were forever intertwined. And much like a music artist doing promo for a new album, Jada has been going around doing interviews to promote her tell-all book. And to me, the release of this book could really be the last straw for Will, as he has stood by this woman's side while she has made him look like a clown over and over and over again. He himself released a book about his life just last year, and he did not embarrass or expose her a single time within the hundreds of pages. If anything, I feel like he just propped her up and tried to make her look as good as possible. And so far, pretty much everything we know about her book has just been these very small excerpts, and Will is already getting crushed once again. So I'm sure there is much more
I feel bad for him, bro. I feel bad for him.
more dirty laundry to be spilled into these virtual streets.
That shit stank, don't it?
And so in teasing this interview, the Today Show has been dropping a couple of bombs over the last couple of days. And this one really sent the internet into a frenzy, as Jada Pinkett Smith reveals that she and Will Smith have been separated since 2016, apparently.
That I actually had to
Which is crazy because that whole Chris Rock situation happened 2 years ago, right? Something like that. And they were there together, they were staying together, whatever have you. Maybe they're still hanging out or acting like a couple, whatever have you, right? They're probably still doing that for the kids, but I mean, the kids are grown, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're doing their own thing as well. I could be wrong on everything I'm saying, bro. I don't be in tune with celebrities and shit. You know what I'm saying? They got their lives, I got my own life. I could care less for real. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
read it.
But if this, all right, going back to what I was gonna say, if this is the case, you feel me? Why did I don't know, bro. Like you're not with her. I know you respect her and still love her and shit, but like you embarrassed yourself, smacking Chris Rock and all. I don't know.
Because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year
Okay,
2016,
it technically wasn't a divorce, but they just split up. Okay, all right, okay.
which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Nah,
Yeah.
man. Going like this, with the sound effect, talking about your divorce while you're smiling like an evil villain, is just an insane way to act, especially knowing like the whole narrative surrounding their marriage at this point. It almost feels to me like in absolutely everything she does, not only does she not care about the way it's going to affect Will, but it's almost like at this point she gets off on embarrassing him.
Pretty much. Like she just doesn't give a fuck as much as he does. I feel bad for him, bro.
This interview on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen was taped a year after Will and Jada separated.
So how long have you guys been together?
23 years.
Wow. That's amazing. How do you keep it hot?
How do I keep it hot? You know,
By banging other dudes.
I don't know.
You know? You fucking know, Jamal. Hey, he said it, not me. He said it, not me, okay?
I mean, I'm baffled, really.
Yeah, right.
And God
For the
forbid,
next several
like, I don't know if Will has, but God forbid Will going crazy out here while married like she is, and oh, end of the world.
years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend.
Yeah, a family friend who apparently was introduced to the family via her son. Can you guys imagine one of your parents being on that type of time? Like, you introduce them to, you know, one of your friends, maybe somebody that you were working with, and then they end up having this whole relationship with them. They're sleeping together within your house. Like, I don't care how big your mansion is. He was still in your parents' bed with your mom.
Where your mom at?
Your mom.
Your mansion is? He was still in your parents' bed with your mom.
Where your mom at?
I guess
Oh, man, that my man's. I'm backhanding that motherfucker, boy. Cause what? Where your mom at? Fuck you for being with mine. Where yours at? We outside.
My question is, I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
Doesn't make absolutely any sense. It's like telling someone, hey, I feel like you're a very honest person, except when you fucking lied. And also, I'm sorry, guys, but I just gotta do this.
Still trying.
Was that
I'm
her?
sorry, guys, but I just
Oh, that's not her, is it? No, it's not.
gotta do this.
Still trying to figure out between the two of us,
Yeah.
how do we present that to people?
And I think some of you guys would be surprised that there's actually a lot of people out there who live this way. Like, it's like they haven't been married for years, there's no affection there, there's really no sense of romance, it's almost just like roommates living together.
That's just fucking leave each other, bro. What's the point of that? Deadass, what's the point of that, bro?
But these people remain married.
I couldn't. If we's not intimate, romantic, feeling each other, you know, regular shit like that, I don't want to be with you, bro. I'm gonna go find someone else to do that with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to sit there and deal with that shit, bro.
Be, you know, for
the
children,
point?
for financial reasons. And I've personally never really understood that. Like, I think that life is a little bit too short, and I could see that becoming very depressing. Like, day after day, you're still around this person who you used to share, like, obviously a love life with, and now that love is just completely gone. Like,
That's a waste, bro. That's just a waste to me, dog. Like, for why?
like I said, it's almost like you're just roommates.
Exactly.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. I just haven't been able to break that promise.
So it almost sounds to me like, based on her tone and everything that she said in this interview, that she really does not want to be with Will anymore. Like, to me, it's almost painting like if Will's like desperately hanging on to the relationship, hanging on to what
What
they
it
used
seems
to
like.
have, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm looking for a reason in my brain to act like I still love this man.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
And part of me wonders if this is Jada's final attempt to just kind of set the record straight. I mean, obviously it's been years of people saying that she was cheating on Will, and that basically she's a bad and embarrassing wife, and she's coming out to say, really, I'm not a wife at all. Me and this guy right here, like...
Real quick. This is all her that we're listening and talking about, right? We don't know his side of the story. This man right here, we don't know his side of the story, his background, what he does behind. You feel me? We don't know. I've heard that he's cheated before. I've heard that he's done some shit before. But who's to say he hasn't? Who's to say he didn't do that because of her? It's kind of like Like who did it first, her or him? You know, you feel me? I don't know.
Embarrassing wife, and she's coming out to say, really, I'm not a wife at all. Me and this guy right here, like, we have not been together.
There are different stages in my marriage where Will and I decided we were not together. I was actually thinking about divorcing, separating. I mean, there have been several of those.
And it's interesting to me that when she's talking about this subject, she keeps talking about, I wanted a divorce. I was gonna do this. I was gonna do that. Like, I'm thinking within their relationship dynamic, she's just absolutely dominating this man. There was that video that leaked around a year ago that showed the way she kind of talks to him in private.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Sam, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Don't. Nah, because she don't just.
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
I mean, Jada's kind of like a husband out here from the 1950s. Like, yeah, I'm gonna stay with my poor wife, but I'm also gonna run all around town. Not gonna show her any love and affection while she tries to cling to my heart. And who gives a damn about how she feels?
Bro, I just, oh my God, man. I want to say something, but I don't know what to say right now, bro. Just like, I don't know, bro. That whole celebrity relationships and it being public and shit, bro. Everybody needs a private life, okay? Their business should not be or ever been on the internet, okay? The most it should have been was they're together. That's it. I feel like every relationship, people should know you have a partner. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got some shit to say. Everybody's going to want to try to get at Will or at Jada. They're going to try to get at your partner. You know what I'm saying? Yo, relationships are a lot, man. It's a lot.
And so, of course, the whole separated since 2016 arc was kind of the big bombshell. But then this morning they put out the clip where she addresses Will slapping Chris at the Oscars, which at this point seems like it was at least like 5 years ago.
Will then went on a profane tirade warning Chris not to mention his wife's name. Jada couldn't believe what she was hearing.
What is going on? Now, first of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time.
Ooh.
I'm like,
it's like 2 years ago.
What is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's
name out of your mouth, right?
So now Jada is saying, I didn't even want Will to do that shit. She is becoming more like the man in the relationship with every single interview. She's like, you need to sit your ass down and calm down. Like, have y'all ever been with a girl like that, or one of your boys have a girlfriend like that, where y'all try and go out, and she's like trying to cause problems, get into fights with...
Leave her. Leave them, bro. Listen, you should be able to be in a relationship and still have freedom to go chill with your mans, with your girls, family, friends. Bro, what blows my mind really is like crazy. What blows my mind is relationships where people can't even go out and visit their family, bro, because their partner wants them home or doesn't want them to go, whatever have you. And they'll come up with a million different reasons and excuses to make sure that they stay their ass at home. No relationship should be that way, dog. Motherfuckers should be able to go out and have fun with their friends, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. That's hella controlling. I'm sorry.
The girls, and you're gonna have to end up now fighting this group of guys that's with this girl. And you're like, dude, you need to calm your girlfriend down.
What viewers did not see at the time, while Oscar clips were being shown, was Chris Rock leaning over the stage to talk to Jada.
And Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, he's still, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old shit. And I couldn't really take in his apology.
And we have to acknowledge that the reason, at least I believe, that Will did this after reading his book is that it was actually just more of kind of a knee-jerk reaction that's actually based more in his childhood. Because if you read his book, he talks a lot about how a lot of times he looks in the mirror and sees a coward. And the reason that he feels this way is because growing up, he would see his father beating on his mother. And even though he was just a kid at the time who was pretty much powerless, he always felt bad for never stepping in and telling his dad to stop. And it's almost like he would just freeze up while his other siblings actually would try to help his mom out. And so that's why he said even as a man, even after he had all these accomplishments, kind of got everything he wanted in life, he would still look in the mirror and see this coward. So I'm sure when that moment...
Fuck, bro, that hit. That actually hits because it's just like, can you call it childhood trauma? Yeah, because he witnessed all of that happening as a kid, and it's like, you're a child, bro, and you're experienced a lot of shit that sticks with you. But I feel like as a child compared to an adult, bad things stick in your mind harder and longer compared to an adult. You know what I'm saying? Especially because since you're a child, you have all those years of growing up, and it's just constant. It's constantly in your head. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that.
Moment went down, especially in front of such a big group of people. It was almost like a PTS thing, and he just not only had to say something, but completely see red and go up there and slap the man. Like I've told you guys this, to me, Will is pretty much an icon. He stars in one of my favorite sitcoms of all time, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Growing up, he was one of the biggest action stars out there. I always look forward to watching his different movies. But I think it's kind of gotten to the point where I can't really feel that bad for him anymore. And so a lot of people are speculating that this old shit she was talking about when she says, like, I'm sorry, Chris, Will was just mad about this old shit, is actually this, okay? They say Jada Pinkett Smith reveals that Chris Rock once asked her out amid Will Smith divorce rumors. He called me and basically he was like, I'd love to take you out. And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, well, aren't you and Will getting a divorce? I was like, no, Chris, those are just rumors. He was appalled and he profusely apologized, and that was that. Either way, guys, it is...
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Crazy to me that she's come out with all this information about the separation. And also how she was pretty much embarrassed by Will's actions that night, that she was surprised to be called his wife, and that she pretty much felt like he needed to calm down like an angry girl in the club, while this man is out here fighting for his life. But y'all let me know what you guys think.
I feel bad for him, bro. I do. I do, bro. I just as a man, coming from a man's perspective, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, you hear stories of relationships and the woman, you know what I'm saying, being how she is. I don't know, bro. Just like her actions, I don't fuck with that. That's fucked up, you feel me? I don't know, bro. This only stops when we collectively decide we don't care what Jada has to say. My question is, does she know she's evil, or does she genuinely think she's actually being a positive influence in the world? Will should file a cease and desist and defamation lawsuit. At this point, she's publicly humiliating him for financial gain and attention. Either Will likes this or just doesn't care. I can't imagine what the kids are feeling right now. No wonder Jaden wanted to leave before 18. Imagine what it's like to grow up with her. It's a lot of opinions on this shit, bro. Obviously, celebrities, everybody talking. It's all over the news. It's a lot of opinions, bro. What, is it 8 billion people now in the world? Everybody has an opinion. You feel me? Well, let me know what y'all thought. That's my reaction. If y'all enjoyed this video, like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'm out.